Do you have enough lights? You want to try? Mm.
You starting?
Yeah, it's live. Say something. This is our first live real test.
How do you know what?
Okay.
Crazy. I don't know.
This is our first real live test. Okay.
Where did that one?
It's not bad. Gina, this is Gina and David, not David. Okay, guys, this is our first live. Where we're trying. We had 2 test lives that we put on live, but this is the first live. Gina wants to, I think, put on a little makeup before she does the live, but I'm going to go ahead and hold the fort here for a minute while she does that, kind of getting used to the camera. We're here down in Mandalay Young Hulu, which is Metro Manila, next to Makati, across the Pasig River, which I could give you a view, but you know, actually I could give you that, but I won't right now. And Wandering Veteran, hi, how you doing there? You looking to build a channel? Thumbs up. Gina, come on, we got someone here. Wandering Veterans here. Wandering Veteran, come on, say a little Wandering Veteran. He's right there. Run an egg, guys. That's the button. Come on. Talk. Say hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello to Wandering Veteran. What's up, Wandering Veteran? Gina. And then we got Runny Egg, guys. Smash like the button. Wandering Veteran. I was shouting through the channel. I was shouting through the channel. Oh, can we hear them? Obviously we can't hear them. We're just looking at comments, I think.
Yeah.
This is our first live chat, Wandering Veteran and Runny Egg. So we're just giving it a little try here. You have to bear with us a second. Here, I'll type something in that. Please don't put any more noise in the system. Bear with us. Good to know. Have you tried Wandering Veteran to do a live? This is our first. We did a couple tests. This is our first one.
No, the third one.
No. I just finished watching The Shining. Jack Nicholson, excellent movie. What time zone are you on? We're on the, what do they call this? Manila, Philippines. I've done like 10 lives. Wandering Veteran. See?
Yeah.
Wandering Veteran. Pacific. Okay, we're on 9 hours ahead because we're on, you're on California Pacific, and we're on, what do they call this? Pacific Islander. Gina, Renier, I do lives constantly. Gaming. Oh, okay, wonderful. Yeah, excellent. You have to do a little talking, honey. I can't do all the talking. Philippine Standard Time. That makes sense. Yes. I know it's 12 hours different from Eastern Standard Time. And then there's 3 hours from Pacific to Eastern Standard.
Nikki Pink.
Nikki Pink. Itchy to scratch. Hey, guys, my first time in your stream. Hello, Nikki Pink. Good to see you. We are very new. Just hooked up
You have one.
the camera.
Chris.
You're 15 hours ahead of me. Okay, I got that. Yeah, because like the 3 hours behind. Exactly, you're right. I went backwards. I went to 9.
Chris looks like Chris.
Nikki Pink,
The one is Chris.
Runny Egg.
Yeah, Chris.
One, but here is right. So it's like 1 o'clock in the morning for you, and it's 1 o'clock in the it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 3:49 for us. Yeah. Chris Shea.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone's Chris. Chris Shea. Hi, Ronnie. Nikki Pink. Itching to scratch. Runny Egg. Okay. So, Nikki Pink, do you know Runny Egg? Wandering Adventure. Went to the Philippines a couple times. Okay. Well, Gina is a native Filipina. You can tell by if you watch the videos. I hope you watch the videos. Like and subscribe. She's a Filipina. She's been Saudi Arabia, Thailand, Hong Kong, China. Where else? Yeah. And I've been over here for in the Philippines about 10 years, China for 14 years, Singapore, India, but most of the U.S. East Coast. Although, let me see, it's Wandering Veteran. I was in Nevada, Tahoe, in San Francisco for a while, the last 15 years.
Was in Japan.
He was in Japan? Oh, stationed in Japan. Excellent.
Stationed in Japan.
Yeah. Her sister's Japanese, Filipina. Nikki Pink, I do, and Chris Shea. I'm not quite sure what that means. Contact work. Contract work. I guess you could say contract manufacturing in Shenzhen, and that's how I got to China. I was doing my work in Ohio, and they told me they couldn't do a digital display. They told me to go to Hong Kong, or not Hong Kong, but told me to go to Shenzhen. And then I found they could do the whole display, not only the display, but the whole unit for a fraction of the cost of what it was going to be to have them do the unit. So, that's how I kind of got to China. Then I stopped by the Philippines because they had more meat. They didn't have a lot of red meat in China 14 years ago. And I came over to the Philippines to eat, which they have excellent lechon, as you know, and steak, everything, FDA, etc. How do we get around? We take the Pasig River Ferry, tuk-tuk or trike, however you guys call it. Basically, we only go to the airport and where we are, and then the rest of the time we just take, we go to Makati, the malls, groceries, pretty much everything a living, right, is in Makati. Yeah, which is just, you walk down the street, you hop on the ferry, and over there. Shenzhen, there's a big YouTuber who, yes, you're talking about Lowy86 and, Lowy86 and Serpent ZA, Winston Sturgill. Yeah, as it turns out, actually Lowy86 is, whose partners was Winston Sturgill, is kind of like a neighborhood guy. He's from Binghamton, I think. So those two guys got us interested in it, right, Gina? Yeah, because they were good YouTubers. We're enjoying it. Yeah, I watch them all the time. We were very impressed with their videos. That's kind of why we started, right? Yeah. Gina, you gotta talk to. I know Runny Egg and Chris Shea. I will say laugh out loud. Okay, all right. Say something. So what else do we do? We've been watching some sailing channels. Gina's dying to go sailing, right, Gina?
Yeah.
Gina, you're shy. You gotta talk.
I'm not.
Just look at the camera. Don't look at the screen. 'Cause that's
I
what that's what.
this
What?
one, the machine.
Well, okay. Gina, I can't be the whole personality here. I need a little help. We're just gonna keep this kind of short this time. This is our initial run through of live together, right? Mm-hmm. But we wanted to try it. I want to make sure we did it. It's interesting. Okay, runny egg.
You are doing good.
We're
Thank you.
trying. This is fun. No, you talked about Winston Sturgill. We were very impressed with Serpent ZA because I never lived in China. I would actually say that I would be a little bit scared to be in China all the time. Not because it's bad. I have a very good friend and colleague over there that makes it very enjoyable whenever I'm there. We have excellent food. I love the Chinese food, and I actually love the Chinese people. But I don't feel I can't speak Mandarin, and I can't even order decent food without my friend. So but we went to his house in the hometown. We saw the Mao. We went to the Mao house, which is close to where he's from. So we went inside China, which is really nice because I spent most of my time in Shanghai, Shenzhen, and Guangzhou, in the areas around there. Oh, definitely. I think that the experiences in China changed my life, no doubt about it. I was very, very impressed. Um, I think I hit it at a good time, though. I think 14 years ago was a good time to get in there. I think now, with everything that's going on, let's say geopolitically, trade war, etc., I don't know if it's quite as open to start up. But at the same time, I have a 10-year visa, so we go. We were just there at Christmas time. Yeah, we're gonna go back again next month or two, I guess. Yeah, so it's beautiful. Yeah, a lot of experience there. Liked Hong Kong. It was pretty nice. It's not quite the same as being in mainland. I think mainland has really grown. Just I was driving on the Chinese highway last time I was there, which is very interesting. They don't have police patrolling the highways. They just have cameras like every 5 kilometers. And I learned Spanish in Guatemala doing private lessons, like 25, 30 hours a week for a couple months, and like a year of travel in Spain, Latin America. Itchy to scratch, heading over to a friend's stream. You guys have a great night. Hope to see you again. Well, thank you, Nikki Park, Itchy
Pink.
to scratch, Nikki Pink. Thank you. Yeah, we were.
I was studying in Japanese.
Yeah, she's. You got Japanese.
Yeah, English class.
You can't speak Japanese. You make Japanese rice. Her uncle and aunt and sister cousin are Japanese, right?
Yeah.
Born in Japan. Yeah. So Japan's lovely, but I've only been to the airport. I was mostly in China. That's why I like the Serpent ZA, because it reminds me so much of being there, and a lot of fun experiences. I think because it's so exotic for us in the West or America to see a culture that's so different from ours, and that was really amazing. Although there's also frustration associated with it, which I think is part of what makes it real with Serpent ZA, because he does exactly tell you what the frustrations are. Sometimes I think he gets a little negative. That's why I think you got to get out. When I got the China syndrome, is what I call it. When I got really, anxious from being there, I would just, I would have to leave. The internet was crazy sometimes. I guess it's always crazy. Yeah. But Hong Kong is very similar, especially now. Hong Kong is getting more like that. Wow, private lessons are more effective than school. I've had to go ahead and learn a little Tagalog, a little Mandarin, a little Bahasa Indonesian. What else? Cebuano,
Yeah.
Illegalo. I found that there's so many languages in Southeast Asia, Hindu, in India. I found there's so many languages. There's no way I can learn everything, and because I really did intend to try to learn Mandarin. I found that there's so many languages, and then there's dialects because if you're, like my colleague in Guangzhou and Hunan, Hunan, doesn't communicate as well with someone from Shanghai, and I don't think it's just like an accent issue. I think it's actually vernacular, right? I mean, there's a different language, like the difference between Tagalog and Cebuano, right? It's similar but different enough where it makes a difference. Yes. Definitely.
It's 4 o'clock.
4 months of private lessons with good teacher in the country. Yes, I would agree with that. I remember when I was a kid, I was in the Canary Islands for 10 days, and I'd taken Spanish in school for 3 years, but middle school, high school, so not real deep. And I think I picked up Spanish in 10 days. I probably learned more Spanish than I did in 4 years of school, because you had to learn it. Vocab. Hello.
Hello. This is not first. This is first.
I know. It's our first real attempt. This is our first real attempt to just do a live. We just want to do a short live, not too long, just kind of get into it a little bit. And Gina's really been the instrumental in our channel, right? You did it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I got excited because I saw the other YouTubers doing it, and it was really nice to have someone so excited about it. And she inspired me to do it too. Okay. Spanish actually helps. Yes. Zapatos and trabajo. What's another Spanish word that's used in Tagalog? What?
Salamat.
Salamat? That's Spanish?
I don't know.
I think that's Muslim. Or Arabic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of surprised that there is as much cultural. That's what I found in Southeast Asia. I never realized, because in the West, again, in America particularly, we don't have a lot of Muslim, Arab, and in the Philippines and in India and in Indonesia, of course, which is a majority Muslim country, they have a lot more Muslims. So that's really been most of my experience has been over here with Muslim. And China actually has a fair amount of, not a lot, but a fair amount of Muslim in it. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Wandering veteran, some counting, wandering veteran counting, wandering veteran, some kitchenware. Mindanao especially. Mindanao.
Yeah, Mindanao was Muslim.
Yeah. The three major, the second big island is Mindanao.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All Muslim.
Yeah, but here too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gina worked in Saudi Arabia for 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years, and she had to learn English. That's where she learned English because when she went to the country, that's what they spoke. That was the common language they spoke. So that was another reason why I don't think I got into the languages as much as I would have liked to initially. Although I did study for 6 months, all about the culture of China before I went in, and heard really weird stories in 2007. I always remember the first time I went in because it was the week that Steve Jobs announced the original iPhone. That's the only reason I know when, that's my reference point because that's what happened the day before I left. they had it in the paper that morning that he announced the iPhone, so that's pretty cool. Mr. Waxman, hi.
Hello.
Say something.
Don't be so super early the camera.
I'm just gonna give it a minute, just a little bit. Wandering Veteran, I'm wondering what the kitchenware, means. I get a big kick out of the Spanish in the Philippines, that everyone has a Spanish name. All the streets are Spanish. I think a lot of the food is actually Spanish. Why did you choose to travel? I think I explained a little bit of that. I was building a product in Ohio, and they said that they couldn't do the display, and I should go to Shenzhen. So they actually my manufacturer basically told me to go to Shenzhen, which is kind of crazy. And then once I got to Shenzhen, and it took years obviously to get everything set up, but that started the adventure travel. And at the time, China was really rip roaring, which was really cool to see. I'm not old enough to live through, I was alive, but I wasn't living through the roaring 60s or, the go-go 60s is what they call it, the go-go 60s. But that's what I experienced in China, a very go-go time. And, they were riding motorized converted bicycles, and now there's more Mercedes than I've ever seen in my life in any one place. I mean, from both ends, kind of like not real poor, but Southeast Asian version, and then super rich, all in 10 years. Every time I went, it was always different.
Where are you from? You from USA?
Yeah. Well, New York.
New York. Your daughter from that?
Wandering Veteran, I just drove to 16,500 miles on a road trip from February 10th.
I'm your daughter. Tell him.
What?
Tell him. I said that I'm your daughter.
She is my wife. But thank you. 16,500 miles on a road trip, February to now. Wow. You must have went down to South America from California?
I'm your daughter.
Well, this is a Southeast Asian thing too. Wandering, but no, the road trip was like 45 states. Okay. Okay. Well, that's a lot of 16,500. That must have been most of the states. It's about 3,000 coast to coast, right? So you must have went through most of the states. I know. I understand completely. When I go, I was at the Landmark Mall yesterday, and I went up to a couple young ladies, and I knew they were of age, but I said, they don't allow child labor. It's illegal to have child labor because the girls look so young. And I think the Filipina looks particularly young. She's actually older than me.
No.
No, the Filipinas look very young. I definitely agree with that. I think some of it's the size, because in the States, of course, we're used to people that are, bigger.
Yes.
Yeah, bigger. And what else? The features. Yeah. And I think maybe the culture is a little less caustic. I don't know how to explain it. Like it is hard, I think. It's a little harder to survive, for the average Filipino than would be in the States. I'm looking. But I think that the mores are a little bit more relaxed or something, more innocent.
She is a too much young.
Mhm.
I'm 31 years old.
Hmm.
I'm not young.
No, you look young though.
Yeah, but I'm 31.
Even the ladies that are working at the store, they're 24 years old, but they look like they're 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look young.
Yeah.
I think so is the innocence of the culture though too.
Yeah.
I'm reading up there. I'm not reading that. I'm reading up here. Skin smoothness. Yes. Nepal update. Hey, how are you? Good Nepal update. Nepal update.
Skin smoothness.
Let's look at the screen together, honey.
Yeah, but I cannot see it.
Oh.
Small.
Mm-hmm. Well, your eyes are going because you're so old. I'm from New York. She's from Filipina.
Yeah, Philippines.
She is a Visayan/Tagalog.
Yeah, from Negros Occidental.
Bacolod,
Region 6.
Bacolod, and then Manila.
Yeah.
Mostly everybody in the Philippines, if they don't want a very, very relaxed life in the provinces, they end up coming to Manila. Kind of different than it is in the States. I would say there's like one mega city. What? Laxman.
Yeah.
Laxman.
No.
Laxman, yeah. The kind of in the States, like there's like New York would be the big city and everything else would be a small city. Maybe Los Angeles would be a second city, but there wouldn't be Dallas and Houston and Chicago and Denver, etc. I mean, there's like one big city and then everything else, and it's huge. This is the most densely populated city in the world, Manila. The traffic's unbelievable, but that's like in Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Blessed life. Oh, we get some friends there.
Yeah. Cebu and Philippines.
Okay. Philippines girl looks like a Napoli. Nepal, yes. Yes. Also, I think Southern Chinese a little bit too. Right? Yeah. I think there's always a strong Chinese genetic component to everybody in Southeast Asia. I think everybody has some Chinese in them somewhere. I look up here though and I can see it better on that. Blessed life, wandering vessel. Hello there. Yeah, they know each other.
Yeah.
They shopped this, I guess. Oh yes, we do know. In the Philippines, in the States, you would go ahead and Amazon, get it delivered to the house. In the Philippines, you go to the mall, grocery store, shoes, everything, right?
Yeah.
Just everything is in the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big mall.
Yeah, big malls, air conditioned. It's hot like Florida. I wouldn't say it's any hotter than Florida, but the sun is super intense. I got like the worst burn of my life in the water in Dumaguete. Yeah. I can't believe the intensity of the sun because you're on the tropics. And Indonesia is the same way, and India is the same way. Very intense sun because you're closer to the equator.
How are your husband and wife? One anniversary.
Yes. Yes, we are husband and wife.
Yeah. Husband and wife.
You've been together 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. No, only 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, that's married. Together, yeah. Different. Yeah. Nepal update. Where are you located? We're gonna keep this kind of short, guys, because we just really hooked up the camera to give it a try, and we did 2 tests. Oh, a helicopter just went by.
Yeah.
We want to hook up the view so you can look out the window because we actually have a pretty good vantage point. We're looking at Manila Bay.
Put that bring the camera sweet.
Go ahead.
You.
I can't.
Right. It's okay.
No, I can't. I wasn't prepared for this either. We're gonna give you guys a view of the outside.
It's funny. Did not see it.
Oh. Put the little one, honey. Put that big one down because I can't even see. Yeah. Just use the little one. Yeah.
It's funny.
We want to give you guys outside. Give them a little tour there, Gina. You can just pick the camera up. Yep. There we go. Here's our live shot.
You see it? Dad?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Sunny.
Not the sun is so intense. You see the river right now. That's the Pasig River.
Yeah, the Pasig River.
And then we're looking out over the ocean. That's Manila Bay in the distance.
Yeah.
And can you point out a couple features over there, Gina?
Where is it?
Well, just point out what as we're looking.
Yeah.
Now push it down a little bit because that's the waterway.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're just.
Did you not see it?
You want a closer view, Mr. Waxman. We're just trying. No. Yeah, you gotta get above the.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah. We're just doing a quick little first live and wanted to show you a little something. I want to look at your faces from camera. Oh, okay. Well, we're just gonna give a little view. Oh, that's the best so far. You see that river? That's a tidal river from the largest lake in the Philippines to the ocean. And it goes back and forth, up and down tidal, Pasig. And then at the end of the river, it snakes around a little bit, sort of towards the left, is Manila itself. And on a clear day, you can see the ships there. And Makati is on the left side, and Hulu, Manila Young is on the right side, and we're on the right side.
The fish, the honey.
They want to see the face, yeah, they said.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say something here.
Okay. Because so far, so honey. Come here.
I can't.
See? You may want that one, honey. Put the camera
I
on.
can't do that now, honey. I'm going to sign off, actually. See, the light's really bad, though. We got to put that back down again. Guys, I just want to keep this to about 30 minutes. We went over a little bit. We'll be back again. Appreciate you coming on, and good talking to all of you. We'll check out your channels. Please check out ours, and we'll talk to you real soon.
No.
Yeah.
You
want to talk more?
Face?
You got to look at the camera. Done?
Are you guys staying in the Gramercy in Makati? No. They're in the
Gramercy is across the Pasig at Century Mall, very close. We're at a Century property across from Rockwell.
Yeah.
Rockwell, Aqua is what they call it. Aqua. And I'm originally from New York, yes. I work in New York as well. I still have an office there. I go back and forth between here and there, and then Florida as well. How much is a nice apartment? I would say, because I actually happen to buy one, but I would actually say it's probably smarter to rent one. And I would say you're probably looking at, for a 1 bedroom.
1 bedroom and 1 dining room and like that.
No, not ours, but how much would you say it costs to rent in the Philippines? A place, 1,000? 1,000 USD?
No. 500.
For a Gramercy? Gramercy is maybe $60. If you rent it, like in Expedia, so that's like 60. That'd be what? That would be just like by the day. You could probably rent it for less than that. I would probably say around 1,000, maybe 1,500. But there's a lot of places you can do cheaper. I preferred this because I don't speak Tagalog, and there's security, I guess you could say, in the building. So I wouldn't. You could rent a home a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could rent a home a lot cheaper. But you know, I'm not always here, and I didn't want to have Gina alone either. So that's pretty important. It's pretty safe, but you still have to be concerned. You know, whenever you're in a different place where you don't understand the language and the culture, the same as your own, it's always a little bit more challenging. What time goes on now there? Now it is 4:20 in the afternoon.
4:20.
Yeah. No, I'd say 1,000, 1,500, I think would probably be the answer. But you have to look for it a little bit. But you can go on Expedia and you can check out the prices.
Can you read the name?
Yeah. What do you want me to do?
Shout out the name.
Cool.
Wondering.
No, I have not visited Nepal. I wanted to take the train from Beijing to Nepal. I haven't got there yet, though. I'm very much interested in going to Nepal. So was Gina.
Nepal.
Yeah.
Nepal.
Well, he's from Nepal, I think,
Yeah.
or he's got Nepal. So it was with Nepal. But
I was just curious.
just there. Okay. I'm going to take a break because I wasn't really prepared for this. I'd really do a script next time. Guys, we're going to do another live real soon. This is just a test run. I used to live at Gramercy level 68.
Oh,
Cool.
wow. Cool.
Yeah.
68? You have
Yeah.
to grammar 68?
That's what he says. Yeah. We're like 42, 43.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just had that earthquake and we just went down the stairs, 42 flights of stairs. 42 is high enough for me, I think, right? How about you, Gina?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 42 is high enough for you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys, we're going to say goodbye for now.
They missed it with face.
What?
They still have it.
80,000 a month?
80,000 a month?
No, 80,000 USD or 80,000 peso.
Peso.
So 1,500, roughly.
Yeah, 1,500.
50 and then 30. Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. Have a good one, guys.